Hey everybody, today we're going to show you where to find all 8 collectibles here in the Forbidden Forest level of LEGO Harry Potter years 1 through 4, so let's jump into it. So the first thing we're going to do as soon as we spawn into the level is rescue this student in peril. He's going to be right over here in this hole in the side of the mountain, trapped by the vines. We're going to use our Lumos spell to free him, and then once we jump down, he will also jump down and you will get your student in peril. Our next collectible is a character token. What we're going to do is switch over to Fang and make our way to the southeastern side of this area where you will find a spot to dig up. We're just going to dig that up and that is going to give you your second collectible, which is the Fang character token. Now, before we grab our next collectible, there's a couple different things we need to do. The first thing we're going to do is switch to a magic character, and we're going to use magic on these blocks here. And this is going to form a cloud above this tree, and it's going to start raining. This is then going to cue the tree to stand up and create a ladder that we can climb. Now, before we go up the ladder, we're going to interact with this flower here. This is going to be one of 3 that we're going to need to interact with. We're going to go ahead and go up the ladder. There's going to be another object up here that we can use. And for that, we're going to need a dark magic character. So we're going to switch over to, I believe, Tom Riddle is who we have. And we can use him to bust this rock, which will be 1 of 10 for another collectible. Now we are going to need to dig up this area here with Fang, but before we do that, we're going to jump back down and work our way south. There's going to be another rock down here that we can use dark magic on for number 2. And then once you've done that, all we need to do now is take Fang back up the ladder to be able to dig up this dirt. You can see I need to switch over to Fang because he's the one that's going to be able to do this. Go ahead and climb the ladder. And then we'll just dig up this area right here. And this is going to cue a little cutscene where these little guys jump down and they're going to go create a second ladder so that we can move on to the next section. Go ahead and let that cutscene play. Once the ladder's there, we can switch back over to our magic character. We're going to have 2 more flowers. The first one's going to be right here at the top of the ladder, so we can interact with that for number 2. And then the third and final one is going to be just over here near the bees, so we can interact with this flower for number 3. You can see this is going to spawn the Hufflepuff Crest. Now, once we have that, we have 1 more rock in this section that we need to use dark magic on. You're going to see it right here on the southern side. So we'll take out this bee, and then right here where you see the red glowing stars, we'll go ahead and destroy this rock for number 3, and then we can move on to the next section. To do that, we're just going to come over here and use Fang to dig up the dirt, and that will open the next area to go to. So we'll go ahead and work our way down through here. Now, once you make it into the next section, we're going to have a couple things in here. We're going to have a rock right here on the southern side. So we'll go ahead and use dark magic on this rock for number 4. And then we're going to move into the next section directly ahead of us. So where you can see these giant vines hanging down, we're going to use Lumos to get rid of those. And then we're going to destroy this barricade. The balls will roll down and we can move into the next section. Now, once we're in here really quick, what we're going to do is grab another one of the rocks using dark magic. You can see that it automatically switched me back over to Harry. So make sure that you do pull out a character that can use dark magic, or you'll just run around like me trying to figure out why it's not working. We'll go ahead and grab this rock, number 5. And then what we're going to do is turn around and we're going to open this chest behind us. And there's going to be a character token inside. So we can break the lock, open up the chest. And right here is where we will be able to get Hagrid's character token. Now, to get our next collectible, what we're going to do is knock down these 2 bricks that are being held up by the spider webs. And we're going to use these to jump up to our next section. Now, you really only need the green brick to make it up there, so you don't really have to worry about the yellow one. And this one might be a little difficult to get to snap into place. It might take you a second. But once you get this thing down, again, you don't need the yellow one. If you can't grab it, you can just hop up on the top here and you'll be able to make it up. And what we're going to do is use our dark magic character to bust open this ball in the back. We'll go ahead and blow this thing up. And inside of that is going to be our next collectible, which is the Draco Hogwarts character token. Now, after we grab that one, we're then going to switch over to Fang. We're going to go to the right. We're going to jump off this ledge down into the water, and we're going to dig up the dirt right in the middle. This is going to suck up all the water so that you can walk around and access some other items. We're then going to switch over to a magic using character, and on the right side where you can see the giant lock on this chest, we're just going to break this. Skeleton's going to jump out, and this is where we're going to be able to get collectible number 6, which is the Ravenclaw Crest. Now, for our 7th collectible, all we need to do is put 6 fish that are around the water right here back into the water. So your first 2 are going to be right here next to the chest. There's going to be a third one on the northern side. Just keep working your way around. You're going to have 2 more that are right here beside each other. So 4 and 5, and then just work your way back south. And right here is the 6th and final one. And once all 6 are in, right here on the top in the middle, we'll spawn the Gryffindor crest. Now to get our 8th and final collectible, we just need to finish destroying the rocks using dark magic. The next one's going to be right here to the left of the water. That'll be the last one that's down here. What we're going to do is use Lumos on the vine. That's going to open up this lever that we can then switch over to Hagrid or Fang to pull. We'll go ahead and pull that. And what that's going to do is send this thing up to create a bridge to make it to the next section. That'll raise up. And then all we need to do is make our way back to where we initially jumped up. So we're going to switch back over to Tom Riddle here and make our way to the left. Go up the little ramp here, and then we can jump back up on the block that we initially used to get up here. And once you're up top, you can destroy the beehive if you want to make things a little bit easier. But we're just going to work our way to the right. Our next rock that we need to destroy is going to be just above us next to this tree. So we'll go ahead and grab this one for number 7. We're then going to work our way directly south. So just go south, as far south as you can go, and you'll find the next one right here. This is number 8. Number 9 is a little tricky to see. It's right here beside us. It's kind of hidden by the tree trunk. You can grab 9 here and then just work your way all the way to the right. You'll see right down here against the log is going to be number 10. And once you have all 10, you will then get your 8th and final collectible, which is the Slytherin crest. But this is where to find all 8 collectibles here in the Forbidden Forest level. Hopefully this video helps some of you guys out. I appreciate you watching, and we'll see you in the next one.